Hey, what's up, everybody? Million Billion Crypto. We have a lot to cover today, so let's get into it. So, Bitcoin is 60,896 at the time of recording, Ethereum 2,681, and Solana 156. So, what's been going on in the crypto space within the last 24, 48 hours, if you will? There you go. BlackRock is steadily accumulating while everybody's panic selling, and they haven't stopped. Their holdings now in Bitcoin have reached $21 billion. BlackRock has accumulated $3 billion during that Cyber Monday crash. So, what exactly happened during that supposedly bull trap, if you will? It was a worse market setup right in front of us. We had a war situation going on in the Middle East. We have the Japanese stock market crashing. The Nikkei, I believe, lost 12% overnight. Trump, obviously, in the race for 2024 presidential election. His odds are slowly decreasing from 70% to 52%. And we've got Jump Trading is dumping their ETH. If you guys are familiar with Jump Trading, they have a recent transfer $100 million of Ether. Might have been the culprit, other than Japan. To make it short, the carry trade, people were borrowing yen, zero interest, and turning it around and investing it. And since we were doing so good and they were thinking they were smart, when Japan changed its stance on changing their interest rates, if you will, to a 0.2, there you go. That's a recipe for a disaster. People have to pay off their loan, and there you have it, pulling from the markets, and that what's caused the Nikkei to drop, and so on and so forth. In addition to what's going on, obviously the U.S. has its unemployment rate shooting high, and we still have the fears of Genesis and Mount Gox still selling. So that was what caused Cyber Monday. So let's move on to the good news. We have, within the last 15 hours, President Putin signs a law legalizing Bitcoin and crypto mining in Russia. It's all over. Their skin is back in the game as far as accumulating and mining in Russia. But I don't think it starts until November 1st, which is really close to election time. So is that a coincidence? You tell me. In other news, we got Japanese Metaplanet. They are the Japanese Microstrategy, if you will. Japanese Metaplanet, public company, secures a 1 billion yen loan to buy more Bitcoin. And as you all know, they have been accumulating in Japan as far as this public company, and they continue to buy the dip and accumulate. Bitcoin balance at a new all-time high. Let's take a look at CryptoQuant here. See if you can take a look all the way to the right here. Bitcoin addresses has reached to a new all-time high, close to 2 million new wallets. The whales are accumulating while retail is scared and the market's crashing. Smart money is out there accumulating. So don't follow the herd, but follow the smart money. We have California to regulate 2,800 Bitcoin ATMs and treat them more like banks. So Donald Trump Jr. is launching a new crypto platform to take on the banks. He posted this on X within the last 12 or 24 hours. And he says, what we want to do is take on a lot of the banking world. I think there has been a lot of inequality, is that of certain people can get financing. So the notion of decentralized finance is obviously very appealing to guys like me who have been debanked. In the details, I'm not really going to go into that as far as his past, but that's bullish. Another more bullish news for Bitcoin and crypto. Some more bullish news here. Michael Saylor personally holds $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, which accumulates to somewhere in the game park of 17,732 Bitcoin, which he acquired at an average price of 9,882. That is just crazy. And he just continues to buy at these prices, buy and hodl. Absolute legend. In other news for MicroStrategy, he had a 10-for-1 stock split that took effect today. So if you guys are holding MicroStrategy or wanting to get into MicroStrategy and equities, there you go. 10-for-1 stock split effective today. There you go. Brazil approving the spot ETF for Solana, and I believe that's they start trading within 90 days is the date that I read. These banks are advising to pitch ETF. The FOMO is real, and it's going to hit the retail soon. It's not a matter of if retail is going to FOMO in now. It's a matter of when. When you got big banks like Wells Fargo and Morgan Stanley pitching to their advisors to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum ETFs, and soon maybe Solana ETFs, coming in, then retail is going to follow. And it's FOMO is real at that point, and we're going to reach all-time highs regardless. So I advise everyone to not be left behind. So looking over this Bitcoin is dead, a notable Bitcoin skeptic chart. We've got through its infancy in Bitcoin, all these little tickers, whether or not, and what the price was of Bitcoin when they claimed that Bitcoin was dead. We had Bitcoin price right here at March 23rd, 2014, that Bitcoin price was $561. Today's price here, obviously, the 60K. And, all of these Bitcoin is dead. We went through a huge, some would say that it was COVID times back in 2020 that we reached those levels as far as the crypto space and the equities market. But is Bitcoin dead then? And what is it doing now? So my huge point that I'm trying to make is, and let me bring this up for you guys. There you go, right here.
Is it worth it? Oh yeah, it's worth it if you're strong enough.
Okay. Bitcoin fear and greed index is now 48. Yesterday we were at extreme fear 20. I believe we had hit low levels as far as low as 16 during that Cyber Monday, or if you will, that crash in the market. The market cap is 2.2 trillion and Bitcoin dominance is 54.2%. So price of Bitcoin. Now let's look at this chart. Some would say it's a V-shaped recovery. Okay. When I bring up that chart, how many times Bitcoin is dead and people claim, and they're, they knock down Bitcoin and they don't understand, and so on and so forth. I just wanted to share some few key points for you guys and give you guys just a little bit of some Bitcoin hopium, if you will. Bitcoin is everything people don't know about computers combined with everything they don't understand about money. Michael Saylor from Microstrategy says, Bitcoin is digital capital, and we have an extraordinary opportunity to this day to take part in a digital transformation of capital. When I say digital transformation in capital, he's saying that pretty much fiat is analog. We have real estate. We have gold. Anything assets. And I believe he brought up a chart of the $900 trillion worth of analog assets, or real world assets, if you will. And if Bitcoin is a digital capital, we have really an extraordinary opportunity to take part of buying this asset and it improving the way of life for each individual. And it's good for the environment. It reduces energy waste and expands on green power, and it's incorruptible. Its code cannot be corrupted. It's a set code on the blockchain that cannot be corrupted. Bitcoin is not just a means of saving or an asset. It's something bigger. You have to think, if you will, in Bitcoin. It's not just digital capital. Bitcoin is going to change the future. What we're going to do is we're going to see a paradigm shift, because Bitcoin is powered by chaos, and that's what's been going on right now. If people were trying to flee the country, they can't flee. They don't have the time to go to the bank, pull out their money or gold bars or wherever they have them, and just dip out like that. Bitcoin solves all that problem. Everybody's their own bank. It's powered by chaos. Yes, by miners and the blockchain and the code, but we live in a world where it's so chaotic. Everything is weird. So Bitcoin is the answer. And what I not try to preach, but the only Bitcoin insight is restricted to those who need to know. But they'll come around and know when they need it, because that's when they'll see it. People hate on it because they don't understand what it is, and that's why they can't see it. But it's only when they need it when they're going to want to know about it. Bitcoin is a cure for economic ill. I encourage you to take the orange pill. Well, that's it for now. Like and subscribe my channel. Hope you like the content. Leave some comments below, and as always, stay hydrated, stay invested, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.